Okay, so just to continue the conversation here about Lee Helm and Weather Helm. So we've showed you using a rough paper model, in theory, what happens with regards to Lee Helm and Weather Helm. We've defined essentially the center of lateral resistance, which is effectively, for a sailboat, is kind of the center of the keel for the sake of it. And then the center of effort will be at the centroid of any given sail. Centroid of the jib, centroid of the main. So what we're going to show here is we're just going to give the illustration of when we try to sail on jib only and head upwind. I think what we're going to see is the boat's going to have a tendency to want to head downwind, and we're going to have to correct by steering the rudder to turn the boat upwind. And when it's finally balanced, the rudder's going to be on an angle, and that's lee helm. And then we're going to go through and we're going to furl in the jib, and we're going to raise the main, and we're going to do the same thing. And the boat is going to want to have a tendency to head up because the center of effort is behind the center of lateral resistance. So the boat's going to want to head up into the wind. We're going to have to correct with the rudder to try to head down. That's weather helm. And just for the sake of it, you know, today we steer with a wheel, but back in the old days everything started with a tiller. So when you talk about weather helm, that means the tiller moving into the wind, and lee helm is moving the tiller downwind, just for the sake of a quick definition. Okay, so we've got the jib up only here, and it's 100% jib, and you can see that there. So jib only right now. It's cranked in, not quite to the spreader, but pretty close. You probably see it. We're basically close hauled. We're just off close hauled here, and so close hauled jib only. So what's going on there, Steffi?
So right now we have the jib up, and so the center of effort is up towards the bow of the boat, and so since the wind is coming from that direction and the center of effort is at the bow, it's trying to make us bear off and turn the boat downwind. So in order to stay in a straight line and stay on course, I'm having to actually steer like I'm heading upwind. And so as you can see here on the wheel, this is where, if I was going in the straight line normally with no lee helm or weather helm, this would be at the top. Right now it's steering towards the left, heading up. And that's just to account for lee helm, which is, as stated before, the force at the front of the boat trying to steer us downwind.
Okay, so now we've just got the jib up here, or sorry, the main, and sailing on main only, and we're close hauled. So what's happening with the boat there now, Steph?
Yeah, so you know, we have the main up now. The center of effort is closer to the stern, it's farther back, which is actually